turning 250, and it's time to rock out with our forefathers. American-made, battle-ready style for true patriots. Whether you're marching in the parade, grilling in the backyard, or raising a toast to liberty, do it in the gear that screams freedom. Celebrate 250 years of USA in style. Wear your American pride loud. Trendjackers.etsy.com. Grab yours before the fireworks. America's turning 250, and it's...
Tony, welcome to go.
Hey, Joe, how are you?
I gotta pat you down though, pal.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Got anything on you? Anything I should know?
I got nothing.
Anything weird going on?
What?
Alright, you go in, Tony. Good.
Thanks, Joe. I appreciate it. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Tom Kelly of The Tom Kelly Show. Yes, this is not the only time I've gotten on my knees in the back room of a comedy club.
The Knockin' Dead Comedy Radio Show is also brought to you by Two Eagles Auto Body. For more than 25 years, Two Eagles Auto Body has been the leader in auto body repairs and customer satisfaction on Long Island. Two Eagles Auto Body handles every type of auto repair, from custom applications and restorations to repairs involving insurance claims. Give Two Eagles Auto Body a call and please ask for John Rossi at 516-328-2527. That's 516-328-2527.
Hey, how do you say there, people? It's Johnny Brennan, creator of the Jerky Boys, also of Fox TV's Family Guy fame. I just want to let you know you're listening to Tony on the Knock 'em Dead radio show. You're gonna keep knocking them dead, so keep listening, you wacky sons of bitch. Right there. Over and out there, sweet Charlie.
Long time no see, man. Hey, man, I miss you guys, man, that Knock 'em Dead Comedy Radio.
I just want to say thanks for making my millennium. Oh my gosh, wow. It's a love fest.
Yeah, you heard that story.
Yeah.
So I guess should I tell it again?
Oh yeah, if you want. I mean, yeah.
You know, you guys are into comedy. Does it really help when somebody gives the punchline?
Tony. You know Tony.
Tony Walker.
Tony Walker. Tony Walker, everybody. Stand up, Tony. Where are you? Tony Walker. Thank you so much, man.
But I really like Tony.
Forget about it.
Tony is a wonderful guy. Tony is wonderful. Tony is wonderful. Tony is a wonderful guy.
Tony, pup, Tony. Pup. Tony.
Okay. Hi, everybody. It's Friday. Yay! Apparently, it's Black Friday. We're all in black.
Yes.
Look at us. How you feeling?
I'm so tired.
Tired. I think she's still drunk.
A little. I
Oh,
still have the same
nice.
eye makeup on. I'll tell you that.
Walk of shame from the city.
Yeah, pretty much.
Hey, everybody, it's a
Get
Knock
out
'em
of there.
Dead comedy show here on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast, Facebook page, YouTube channel. Hey, wherever you're watching from, we appreciate it. We ask that you share the link on all your socials. Tell everybody you know about all the great shows here on Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. Hey, if you're watching on Facebook, we appreciate it. If you want to stay there, that's cool. But if you'd like to comment on today's show, be a part of our conversations, hear your name said, hear your comments read, all that good stuff, switch on over to YouTube because that is where we monitor the comments. The Knock 'em Dead Comedy Show. We're coming at you live from the legendary Governor's Comedy Club, and we got some legends here today. Rosie's here. Yay! Lou Prats is here. Yay! And we are awaiting the arrival of Greg Kritikos, New York funny man. Greg Kritikos and his pal George Fiumaxis will be here as well. Always a good time when those guys come on in. Let's see. Everybody's commenting already. Jeff Bosey's checking in. Good morning, Jeff. John Rusiello, Mickey Delaney. G.D. Fenderson is watching. And Mickey, yeah, I said Mickey. Okay. Good to see everybody. Thanks for watching today. Were you just eyeing this up?
Yeah, what is that?
So last night we have the first Thursday of every month is Recipe for Laughter. It's with Chef Felix and Bonnie Scalisi.
I saw some of that.
Bonnie brought this in yesterday. It's like it's Elf. It's got the Elf movie logo on it, but it's called Buzzballs Cocktails.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Which that's kind of how I'm feeling every time Rosie's in here.
Oh my God.
My balls are buzzing.
My balls are buzzing right now. I don't even. I might have balls.
This is maple syrup sundae.
I'm married. My bulls are home.
He leaves them behind.
Now, Rich Sheltis. Anybody know Rich?
Yeah.
He was Bonnie's guest last night. He tried this. He said it was absolutely horrible.
I've heard bad things about those.
Oh, really? I never even heard of
This is
it.
maple syrup sundae.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Well,
Yeah,
But it's what, 15% alcohol by volume.
by vomit.
Well, yeah. Oh, it's cute though. It's a cute little stocking
It's
stuffer.
a cute little ball buzzer.
If you need to
people
run
gotta
out.
realize you can't just chuck booze in something and think it's good.
No.
You know? That's
Yeah, I would agree with that.
But if you chuck enough booze in somebody, everything might look good. So.
true.
So you're not drunk enough still to try it?
No.
No, all right.
Although I could put it in. No, I can. No.
And then we'll put you some
Brian, you
cookies in your
thirsty?
face.
No.
You know what it is? You know,
likes
it's
Elf.
exhaustion. It's really that.
What are you talking
about? I need my sleep. I didn't
Sure.
sleep. I didn't sleep because then you get home and then you're all wired and you're thinking about the show and you're looking at the videos and then you fall asleep and then my son was like, "Ma, I'm ready." I'm like, "You're here?" I didn't know he was at the house this morning.
Oh.
I thought he stayed at Anthony's.
Mom
so
of the year.
This kid walks in my room.
Scared the shit out of you?
Shit out of me. I was sleeping in my dress and my tights, I had my outfit on.
Nice.
And he walks in, he's like, "Mom, I'm ready." And I'm like, "No, you're not." His pants were tucked into his socks. His coat was all wonky. His hair was uncombed. I know he didn't brush his teeth. I go, You what?
He was trying to dress like you.
I'm like, "Oh my God, Mother of the Year." I'm like, "Get up. Did you eat breakfast?" He goes,
CPS,
"No."
don't watch this show.
Do you have lunch pack? Because he's picky. He won't eat pizza at school.
Okay.
So
No, I don't
Fridays.
blame him.
Blame him, man.
Yeah, some of
it's
that-
not like it was in the 70s.
No, the pizza's, he says, is so
Awful now.
nasty.
It's worse than, it's like that shit.
I jumped out of bed like a lunatic. I'm making a roast beef sandwich. I'm packing stuff. And I'm
Roast
and
beef sandwich?
I
Make
toasted
me
him up
lunch.
some toast with peanut butter, sliced banana, gave him a glass of milk. I'm like, I'm
What is he
combing his
going there
hair.
for a week, for the whole week? How much
No,
food are
he's
you giving
eating
him?
that first, and then the roast beef sandwich
Oh.
is for lunch.
Ah.
He's like,
So-
"Wow, you did
You allowed
that
to have that in
fast."
school with these hippie vegan teachers?
You're allowed, yes, because the kids with allergies sit at one certain area of the cafeteria.
They have an allergy-free section
They
of
have
the
like the nut-free. They think the nut-free zone.
Yeah.
The nut-free zone in this place would be empty. So he was. Did Anthony drop him off this morning, or he was actually, or
He
your son was
there
home all night?
last evening because I forgot that Anthony plays hockey on. He spends the whole time with Anthony.
Yeah.
and
Right.
it was his birthday, so I just in my mind I was like, I know they're going to be together.
Anthony's birthday or Cole?
Anthony's birthday.
Oh,
I
happy
knew
birthday,
I knew
Anthony.
they were going to be together. I knew that. You
Yeah.
know. And it just, I was like, oh, I guess he's not playing hockey, so he'll
Yeah.
keep him. My mother's home, so it's not like
Yeah,
he's like
right,
home,
right.
like,
Yeah.
trying
Yeah,
to get
usually
in.
say it's like
He's not like scratching at the door with the
10
cat,
o'clock.
like, "Let me in.
10
Where's
o'clock.
this bitch?" Checking the MTA schedule, you know.
10
So
o'clock. Do you know where your children are? But in her case, it's the AM.
She had to throw all those guys out of the bedroom. Get out! My son's here.
start chucking him out the window.
Orgy's over.
That Keegan is tough to get out the window, especially dressed like Mrs. Claus. I wish I had a chimney.
Got to put a lot of butter on that
Oh,
thing.
my
It's
word.
belly
Like
push
Winnie
it.
the Pooh.
Oh my God. So I just stared at him and he goes, I go, "I didn't know you were here." He's like, "I figured." I'm like, "All right, but you're up." I said, "Well, how long have you been up?" He said, "About 35 minutes." I go, "Why didn't you get me up then?" I think he felt bad because
Yeah.
I'm always up before. Always. It says never ever happened.
I thought you were dead.
Mama.
Never ever happened. And then, you know, he did say to me, "I have something to tell you that is going to knock your boots off." And I go, "All right." And he made high honor roll. So I was
there you
very proud of
go.
him.
He's a good kid.
He's a high honor roll kid.
We need to get
I'm
him back
aware.
in here to
I
play some more
know.
guitar, man.
Yeah, yeah. But I was so proud of him. I was so happy. And I was like,
Yeah.
okay. He's like, look. I'm like, it's wonderful.
As you're looking at
So
it.
proud of you.
You're looking at you. Mom. Oh, yeah. No, that's great. Good for him. And now, going to celebrate that somehow? Does he get a
Well,
free
all he wants is Roblox gift
Roblox?
cards.
Everybody wants
That's all
that.
he wants.
What's that?
What do you
A
want for
video game?
Christmas? Little gift cards to play a game. It's like you give them money to spend it on virtual shit that they can't touch. It's not tangible.
It's
and
just
it
lights on
you
the screen.
Hey,
throw it
he's
out the
happy,
window.
and that's what he'll
I'm like,
remember.
what do you buy with the Roblox skins? What skins?
Skins.
The outfits for the characters. So like I'll watch him play, and like all of a sudden he's like the little pink bunny from the Christmas Story for the holidays, and I'm like,
It
what?
costs more to dress those little freaking lit up bastards than it is to
Yeah.
clothe your own kid.
It is. And you can go to Old Navy on a sale and get them the whole season. This, it's like $25 gift card. It gets them like fucking ears and glasses. I'm like, all right. So annoying. I
It is.
hate it. But I'll probably.
Cookies!
That's all he wants. So he'll get like, and we're going to celebrate Anthony's birthday tonight. So we're going to take him, we'll go someplace local, get like a burger and wings, and the three of
Yeah.
us will mark the day and sing happy birthday and, celebrate together, which will be nice.
That's nice.
So that's
Yeah,
it.
so so it's a double celebration.
Yeah, so we'll celebrate his the fact that thank God I don't have to worry about his grades. Enough shit to worry about. Boy.
Big boy. Brian, you want a cookie? Yeah?
Yeah, come get a
No
cookie,
sh-
Brian.
Of course he wants a cookie. Don't drink this thing, though.
Take it ready.
Let's make Greg
Yeah,
drink.
so that's the plan. And then we have the big show.
The big show tomorrow. As I eat a cookie, num num num.
you want
A
more,
night
let me
with Knock 'em Dead a night with Gov's Comedy Club podcast. Going to be a fun show. A lot of hosts from your favorite shows will be performing. Let's see. So Kathy and Laura, they're on twice a month on Monday night. So Kathy and Laura are performing. Steve Squared, which is on every Monday. One of the Steves is performing. Steve Kaminsky. We have supposedly Atmik Gupta will be joining us, but I haven't heard from him, so I don't know if he's coming. Ali Cam will be joining us. Lou Prats is going to do a few minutes.
Thank you.
Bye.
Looking forward to that. Who did I leave out? Rosie. I left out Rosie. Rosie's doing a few minutes.
I don't have to. I can come.
Oh, no. Great Kritikos is our special guest today on this show and tomorrow night. And Hersey and the Keegs, those sons of bitches.
Keeks headlining.
Keegs is headlining.
See if he gets out of Rosie's window.
I don't know. He's still in there. But you know what? He's blocking the draft, so I can't complain.
I got to tell you, unless he farts, then you got a major draft. I got a beef with Hershey and the Keegs.
Why? What happened?
So
Do tell.
this
Keys
past
is never here anymore for
Well,
his own
right.
podcast. Number
That's it
one.
exactly. So he wasn't here this past Tuesday. I find that an hour before showtime, Hirschman reaches out to me. He says, "You're going to do the show with me." I'm like, "Son of a bitch! I didn't plan on that." But it's fine. Now I'm going to die.
And then there was one.
Can you take over?
Then there's just a Hirsch. Then it's just the Hirsch show.
Hirsch had sports writer Jeff Pearlman as his guest. And I, as much of a dick as Hirschman is, when he talks sports, there's few better in my opinion. The
No,
guy
he-
knows
he-
his sports.
He does, and
He's
he's
got
the voice for it.
He's got the voice. He's got a good gift of gab. So, and Jeff Pearlman, if you're not familiar with him, he's fantastic too. And he's one of those guys you say, "How you doing?" And he goes off, and it's funny. It's not boring or long. Like, it's just great. So the two of them together, I thought was fantastic. So I didn't really have to do much anyway. But but at the end of the show, after he was done talking to Pearlman, I said to him, I go, "That was, I think, one of your best. That was really fantastic." And then Mark goes into this whole thing about that's one of the beauties of doing the show. You know, nobody's make money, but we get to talk to certain people. We get to network. We get to make friends and do things like this and have some really fun times and have a great time. And he mentioned, because they had, about a month ago, they had Tom Arnold as their guest. So, I mean, where else would I be able to talk to Tom Arnold? And then I mentioned a few guests I've had in here and how cool it is. So we get to, kind of get into that mode of conversation and just, how sometimes there's other things that go on in here other than thinking about the money. So we got to talking about...
There's money?
Yeah.
I do this for the love of the art.
Where?
It's a point of pride that I haven't made a fucking dime.
So I mentioned Andrew Fremder, who watches this show. I mentioned how... I even get embarrassed to even talk about it, but Fremder was in here a few weeks ago, and he started telling us how... I think the question was how he found the show in the first place, because he's been watching this for almost from day one. So he said, back in 2018, he was actually suicidal, and he to the point where he was actually seriously considering doing it. And a mutual friend, Danielle Asher, reached out to him. She didn't know him either. She knew him, or she knew of him through another mutual friend. But he posted something about being suicidal. She wrote to him, private message. Mm-hmm. Hey, watch this show, the Knock 'em Dead Comedy Show. My friends do it. It's a lot of fun. Maybe it'll cheer you up. Sure enough, he starts watching it. He's commenting like he still does to this day with his off-color comments.
I love that. Yeah.
And he said it kind of lifted his spirits and got him out of that mindset. So I made the mistake of bringing that up to Hirschman as we're getting, talking about all this stuff. And I knew it immediately. I even hesitated before I told the story because I knew Hirschman was just going to make fun of me for it. I tell that story. Hirschman looks into the camera and goes, "Yeah, I'm glad you told me that." And I just knew as soon as he said that, I was like, "This is bad." Sure enough, Keegan took that, isolated it, and posted it as a story. So now, you missed the whole context of how we got into it and what.
Yeah.
You just hear this
Somebody's
court.
here.
Oh, somebody's
I
here.
hear a knock, knock.
Brian, can you get the door, buddy?
Oh, thanks, Brian.
Thank you.
So now you see it all out of context. It just seems like a guy who's bragging about his own show that I saved somebody's life. It sounds like this corny story. And sure enough, they're all making fun of it in the comments. I'm like, I'm going to get those bastards. So I got to do something. And I have an idea of how to get them back.
I might be able to help you with that.
Yeah, I think I can.
Oh, let's do it.
Look at this guy. Wow, I was going to turn your mic on. I don't know. Maybe I won't now.
You shouldn't have to. Where's the real star? Where's Don?
Where's Don? This isn't Don's
Right
show.
there. He's on the block.
You going to sit down or what? What are you
I
doing?
don't know, man. Where's George?
He left. He's done with you.
Over here?
Yeah.
Unless you want to sit on the floor.
Sit on your bald head, man. That's where I want to sit. Hi, how you doing?
I'm good. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you. How you doing?
Good, Lou. Lou Prats.
Nice to meet you.
Lou, this is Rosie, and
Talk with
that's...
your mouth open, man. You're spitting all over her shoulder. Relax.
Relax.
And this is Rosie.
It wouldn't be Friday if he wasn't spitting on me.
Wow.
That's it. Rosie's with me every Friday.
He pays
Lou
good
comes in
money
like
for
every
that.
other week, kind of.
Okay, great, man. This is awesome.
That's my son Brian. He comes.
Hey, Brian, how are you?
So now, I've seen your face on many a poster for the city,
Okay.
and I've never met you in person. And we're going to be on a show on Saturday together.
And now you're going to regret meeting him in person in a few minutes. I guarantee. Look, Greg Kritikos is here, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome.
Wow.
It is nice to see you, pal.
Yeah, is it really?
Absolutely.
I don't trust you, man. I don't trust you at all. It's going to be a setup.
It's been how long? When did you leave us? You
April 16th. I got back October 16th. And I'm leaving December 30th for Germany. I'll be performing in Germany.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
How did...
Berlin Comedy Club.
Because, yeah, I mean,
Greece.
we look at you and we just think German comedy clubs. How did that happen?
Yeah, I look at you and I think of Telly Savalas. Because I got the Greek in me.
Get the Greek, yeah.
So I heard you're doing stand-up, though, now? You're doing stand-up? Somebody said you're doing stand-up.
I've been doing stand-up for
You should
several
sit
years
down
now.
and lay down. I don't think stand-up suits you, but...
I lose my balance, but I do stand.
What's your, tag name? Like Tony the Wanker?
Well, not everybody can be New York funny man.
Hey, listen,
do we need...
I worked at it, man.
Oh, okay. But
Be hating like Satan now. Come on, don't do that.
does everybody need tags? You're one of the few that have tags.
That I want tags?
Yeah.
New York's funny, man. That's my, I mean,
Right, but you're asking me...
when you tour a lot, something that you don't do. When you tour a lot,
There he is. What's up, buddy? Good to see you.
Hi, I'm Rosie. How are you?
I'm Lou.
Lou.
How you doing?
Sorry.
How are you? Hey, what's going on, George? Nice to meet you here.
So George Fiumaxis and...
He just called you Fiumaxis.
That's not...
Fiumaxis.
How do you pronounce it? Fiumaxis. My apologies. My apologies.
Fiumaxis.
Well, Fiumora. So I think I just kind of...
It's like a gladiator
Yes, on
name.
Fridays.
On Fridays?
Yes.
Damn.
Yeah, every Friday
About
she's
time.
here. Don't scare her off.
I'm not scared.
She's wonderful.
Positive woman. She's got smiles. She's full of energy. With you, like you in the corner. Stick them in the corner somewhere. You're not funny no more either.
Was I ever?
No.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
why, I find it wild, weird that you're doing stand-up.
Did you not know this? I've been doing it for years. I'm serious.
I asked a couple of people and they laugh. I said, does Tony do stand-up? And this is their initial reaction. Yeah.
All right. See, now cameras are falling.
I was
See
gonna
that?
say.
It couldn't handle your face. It fell.
All I
I'm
can
just a
see is my
good-looking motherfucker,
beluga whale
Don't be
forehead.
Beluga whale
So-
forehead. I
The
like
Comic
that.
Sans producer.
That's your tag.
Beluga whale Lou.
Here we come to the stage, the beluga whale forehead.
Now, all right,
his
hang on.
son.
Now I got to fix all this. Hang on a second. What happened? How did that camera fall?
It's haunted.
All right, hang on. All right.
What is happening?
I think the camera was pretty much telling me don't show the guy from. So you went to Greece. Are you back permanently or are
The
you?
headset's on.
No, if you get a phone call, you need the headset. You don't need
Look
it
at
now
these
if you
things,
don't want
man.
to. What's the matter with him?
She knows what's up. Look at she wanted this. I showed her. She wanted.
I clean those headphones. I swear to God, I clean them
You
once a
clean
week.
them?
Absolutely.
Oh,
There's
that's
handy
very
wipes over there.
nice.
I clean them once a week.
Good to know.
Absolutely. George, how thrilled were you while he was gone, man? You must have been. Yeah, you must have been loving life. And he's like, "Hey, George, I'm coming back." Fuck. God damn it! Fuck.
So George, do you also live in Greece part of the year? And
Yeah.
You do. Okay.
Oh, you do? You went with him?
Not with him. We met.
Oh.
He was
Oh.
there. He's staying longer than I'm staying, unfortunately. I have kids.
Oh.
I'm stuck a little bit. They're going 3 months again this year.
Oh, I didn't know that. I just thought it was.
If it wasn't for Greg Kritikos, George would be still selling houses and real estate. I got him into the production.
If it wasn't for Greg Kritikos, George would be having a wonderful
To all
life.
my connects, I stay away from people like you. I don't know.
George is the brains behind you, pal. Don't you mess with George.
George is the
He's a
brains
good boy.
Wow.
And where would you be without him?
A lot further.
Yeah, a lot further out on the island. Could you get lost coming here, you stupid son of a bitch?
My chauffeur, you bald-headed prick.
Exactly, which is why you should be appreciating him. He drove you out here.
Can't wait to see you do stand-up. I'm going to actually come and sit down. I want to hear your jokes, but do jokes together.
Well, you know, that makes me feel good. You know why? Because the last time Don and I brought you in here, I hosted that night too.
No, you
So
weren't.
obviously, yes,
You
I.
weren't. No, you weren't.
Oh, no, you're right.
You see what I'm saying?
You're right.
You're so fucked up.
I
Yeah.
can't see you.
I know.
Oh, what?
I'm in there somewhere.
It's
What
just
happened
like your
there?
one shoulder.
What happened to Lou? All right, hang on. I don't know
Lost
what in the world
Lou,
is
we got
going on
half a
here.
head of
I'm not
George.
even in there.
Then
I'm
there's
not
a
even
coat.
in
There's
there.
apparently
George is
a
in the
coat
corner
that's a
somewhere.
guess.
You can't even see
Nice
George
shot of
nowhere.
the jacket.
Everything was fine a minute ago. I don't know what in the world
Picture of a
happened.
big bald-headed fucking a beautiful-looking host. Next to him. That's it. That's all you see.
All right, hang on a
You got a half
second.
a body over here. Nobody over here.
What
There's a glass of orange juice in one
half the
fucking
man
thing.
they used to be.
Right?
I'm trying to.
And then there's an
The
empty
camera
picture of a
fell.
boy.
I've just been a mess. What the hell is going on around here?
Fuck, they give
All right,
you
while
this
he
for-
figures out the cameras, where in Greece do you
Yes.
reside?
I was born in Peristeri, which is Athens.
Okay.
Okay, and we immigrated to the United States back in the 70s, 71.
All right, she didn't ask for your life story. She
No,
asked where in Greece
It's
do you live?
interesting. I want to
gonna
get
get
Oh,
that.
yeah,
He's just a hater. Don't worry about it. You know, every time he sees me, he's like, "Oh man, I could have been like Greg Kritikos, but unfortunately, I'm not." So I got to.
That's exactly what I said,
He's a
yeah.
horrible actor. He's
Greg
not a producer.
and all
I
his
don't know
hair.
what the fuck he's doing over here, and he
Neither do
limps
I.
too, like a fucking stubborn fucking. Mule. I should take out that leg and beat him with it. But anyway, that's a different story. I get a little dark. My mom was an addict also.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Huh.
So I have no fucking, pain. I've been through that,
So when you go back to Greece, do you live in Athens? Or you live like on an island, one of the islands, or?
Well, I was touring Greece. I just got back from a 6-month tour. And I went to Rhodes because George is from Rhodes.
Okay.
And he recommended that I go to Rhodes, and I was there for 2 months. And I was working out of a very, very well-known, famous venue called Sticky Fingers. Now, Sticky Fingers is in Rhodes, and iconic place. And you know the story about Zeppelin, right?
Yeah,
A lot of famous musicians have gone through there, like Robert Plant, Zeppelin.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. The owner
Interesting.
is like this vocalist, guitarist, fucking great, man, amazing. So him and we decided to do Sunday comedy every Sunday at Sticky Fingers in Rhodes, which was fucking great. And then George came and met me. He has a house over there. So I was actually in Rhodes for like 2 months, but altogether 6 months in Greece, touring Greece.
Is the
Athens.
the comedy bilingual? You do it in English? You do it in Greek?
I speak fluent Greek. I don't read it or write it, but I did 3 shows in Athens, 2 in Piraeus and 1 in Athens, which would be like Manhattan, and 1 show in Brooklyn. Give you an idea.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So the 2 shows in Manhattan, I did them in Greek, English, mostly Greek. And then I did in Manhattan, I did 1 show all in English, But then I went to Crete. I toured in Crete, Iraklios, which I did that in Greek also and English. But I hooked up with a very well-known promoter called Fat Entertainment, PHAT. And actually him and I are in contract now. So I'm going back, and I'll be touring and doing a 4-city tour in Crete, the island of Crete. Which is
the very big one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but while I was out there, we had a PR person that George was handling all that, and they kind of put me like all over the news. I was on national television, national radio, so I kind of blew up in Greece,
That's exciting.
Yeah, it is exciting because when they found out I was there, I got a lot of interviews, a lot of national radio, a lot of, and what's funny is that the number one newspaper, like like we have People Magazine, and they actually had me on the front page, which is hysterical. George gets a laugh out of that, as the Godfather of New York. Fucking hysterical, because we're working on, George and I are working on something called Stories from Astoria, which is the Shoemaker's Son, which is, I performed it as a one-man show, basically about my life and my mom, one-man show, like Chaz Palminteri, the Bronx Tale.
Right, yeah.
John Leguizamo, which I met John Leguizamo, he told me about Freak and all that, so I did the Shoemaker's Son. So while I was out there, I got interviewed by this radio station, and then the newspaper, which I have pictures of it, called Espresso. The guy takes my whole life story, and he knew about one of my close friends that lived in Greece, and he was involved with organized crime and all that, and my past in New York City. In the 80s, I was a little bit of a bad boy myself, and I did a little time, whatever. So he took this whole interview, put it in a 3-page spread, which was huge, like celebrity newspaper, and I was on the cover as New York's, from New York.
Godfather.
New York Godfather. So I call him up, you couldn't fucking say the Godfather of comedy. You couldn't throw the fucking word
right?
comedy.
Making everyone scared.
And he was like, you don't understand it, Malaka. He goes, this sells. It sells. They look at you like mafioso. Yeah, it sells.
Laugh or I shoot you.
Interesting. Very interesting.
The comedy scene over there is a thriving one?
Well, let George answer that.
It's getting there.
Yeah, George, if you want to, grab the headset, because there's a mic and stuff on there.
When you went, you had all these shows lined up already, or did you set them up as you went?
Well, I don't know if I'm at liberty to discuss something, but okay, here it is. George and I have been working on a major project, and it's great because we had met. I'll explain to you why it all kind of blew up. So about a year ago, we met somebody. George had met somebody that came to the United States, and he pitched a movie with me, and he had James Gandolfini in mind to play the role. And then after
Somebody
James,
tell that guy that James is dead.
Yeah, well, he knew that. He works with Bollywood, supposedly. So he said, Greg, after I saw you, he goes, he pitched me a role, and he had said he wanted James Gandolfini to play it, but being that he met me, it's possible that, that he'd like to work with us, and George.
All the good guys are
to
dead,
him.
so you may as well do it. That's what he said.
Exactly. So thank God they're dead, because now I'm making money too, something that you don't have, and I can understand that, but it's okay. So George and I hammered down this whole script, and it's based on a continuation of a very, very famous movie in Greece, very famous. So when I went to Greece, we lost connections. I know he was back in Bollywood doing this thing, whatever the fuck he was doing.
Bollywood.
Yeah, and so I decided to start doing some comedy, but then I decided to go to the source and talk to the person that has the rights of the original movie, which is involved with 20th Century Fox and Disney. So I have the paperwork and all that. So I actually met the person that has the estate of this amazing movie that has been written by one of the most famous writers in Greece's history. And it all came together because this person that I knew said, hey, Greg, if you want, I can contact this person, but it's going to be very hard for you. Like, I don't know if she might even pick up. But being that they kind of blew me up, and they called her up, and she said, is this the same Greg Kritikos that's
Is
all
this
over
the
news?"
Godfather of New York comedy on the phone?
This is the
Hell
one
yeah.
that killed James Gandolfini?
Yes.
To get a part?
Yes. Which
This
I
is not
was
that
on The
far from
Sopranos
Italy.
also.
He'd die over
So
there.
that'll get him depressed right now, knowing that I
Yeah.
was on The Sopranos. But, they had casted me, but unfortunately, thanks to my disease of alcoholism and crack addict, my agent was like, where the fuck are you? And I was like, I'm on my way. So I had opportunities in, Comedy Central, The Sopranos back in the day. So I'm back in the industry now. And
Well, look, you are now. You're in here.
Yeah, that's how you know you made it. When
First
you sit
rung
in
of the ladder.
Ugly, bald-headed fucking head in the corner that wants to be a comedian. I sit next to a hot woman. Thank God, that's the only thing you got going for you.
Did you just call Lou a hot woman? You're sitting next to
Oh, you
Lou.
love it.
I'm invisible.
Now that you've retired.
So anyway, you asked George if the comedy scene is.
Yeah,
big
I'm
in
sorry I
Greece.
stepped
Yes.
on that question.
No worries. Yeah, it's getting there. The language barrier is a factor, but Greg did amazing.
Yeah.
Went to Athens and the roads as well. But a lot of the people that speak English
I was about to ask that because you get a lot of tourism.
Yeah, a lot of tourism, but even the Greek people
in general speak English.
Do they? Yeah.
Yeah.
When they get educated, they learn how to speak English. That's
Okay.
like
That's a problem
factored
with
in.
us.
So yeah, man, it was really good, and the connections that he just mentioned,
Mm-hmm.
and all the publicity we got. It's a small country. It's only 10 million people.
Right.
You know, so it was great.
So, all right, let me ask you this, and I'm being dead serious. Like in Don's case,
he's
I am
being dead serious
I am
all
being
the time.
serious. This is a real question. So, Don, when he lived in North Carolina, he got a lot of movie roles down there because he looks New York. He doesn't look like they do down there. So now, in your case, I know a lot of people mistake you for Italian. And then, like you said, New York Godfather and all that. So do you get, so in this case, are you getting a lot of movie roles or getting a lot of connections because do you stand out over there? Because you are very New Yorkish.
Unique,
and I don't mean that in a bad way. But so are you different from everybody in Greece and maybe getting roles to play those type of roles because of that?
Well, right now in Greece, I'm dealing more with stand-up.
Okay.
I haven't really touched, I've spoken to a couple of producers. They're interested in possibly, whatever. But as far as, roles that I have in the United States, I was just recently on another movie that's airing on Netflix right now called Dynasty. I forgot the name of, I totally forgot. My agent Roger Paul had put me on there. And I don't play a mobster.
Okay.
I play a bodega owner, So I have a lot of roles, even 79 Parts with Eric Roberts. I played a mob role on that one as well. Scarred, that's out now, and it's in Berlin Film Festival and also in New York Film Festival. I played with opposite Noah Forrest, and George is one of the producers on that
I've
as
seen
well,
bits and
actually.
pieces of it.
Yeah, Don Sill did a fucking
Yes, he
amazing
did.
job, man.
Yes, he did.
Thank God we put him in there, not you. But anyway, Benny Rizzuti played an amazing fucking role, man. Benny plays fucking great, So, I've had opportunities, and I've done quite a bit of movies where I do that voice, that, the Italian, the stuff.
But even in comedy, you probably do stand out over there because you are very New York. You have a thick New York accent, and they probably find, I would think that makes you easier to remember over there.
Well, one of the things I've learned in the industry is, and I've heard it, and Al Martin and I had a lot of talks with that. When Al started booking me Greenwich Comedy Club, New York Comedy Club, and Broadway Comedy Club, and then I started producing on my own. If you remember, I had the show with Janice Massetti for many years called Bagels and Baklava.
I do remember.
Right? He used to tell me, Greg, he goes, you have something that sticks out, and they're not going to forget you, you know what I'm saying? So it's not only being funny, but you have something that, God's grace, I have that. A lot of people do remember me. I'm always at Broadway, and I always stick around at the end of the night, and I meet new people and stuff. But I don't think it's because I have comedy, I could touch up on the New York type of stuff, But then there's other comedy that I have, and it's just funny, and I don't really push that New York, hey, how you doing, you know what I'm saying? I mean, when I went down to Spokane and I was touring, I was doing the Bing Crosby Theater in the Northwest, and, people thought I was in a witness protection program. It was fucking hysterical. And
I was going to say that with the last name.
Spokane, Washington, they throw R's in every fucking letter. Turlets. I'm like, listen, I bought my high school diploma, and I know there's no R in Washington, lady, all right? I literally had a person come up to me and say, oh, my God, I've told you the story. Are you a New York gangster?
Yes.
She's like, children, please, look, this is a real New York gangster. And I'm like, oh, my God. She's like, are you really? I go, yeah.
Forget about it.
Oh, my God. Could you imagine?
I'm like, yeah.
It's happened to me.
I go, you found me. I'm in a witness protection program.
You call your own kids. Look at these idiots. Come look at them. Real
now
life
I
idiots.
have to kill your whole family.
Now we have a problem, I told her. Now we have a problem because I found me. And I talk about it in my comedy, even Idaho, man. I remember doing Idaho, and I got on stage, and I was like, you never hear the word Idaho in New York. The only time you hear is when a prostitute is confessing. And they all just... And then one person in the back of the room just yelled out. It was like one of the funniest... And I used it as a punchline.
That's a good
He
one.
went, oh! I do! I was like, gee, thank you for explaining the joke.
It's probably like 5 minutes later, too, right, by the time it
5
kicks
ML,
in. Yeah.
Which I had written some
Time
comedy
release
about.
there.
I used to have a friend of mine, we used to call him 5 ML. Because he would laugh 5 minutes later. So we're on the way to a fucking awake, and I tell him a joke. And by the time he fucking gets in, he starts laughing. I'm like, what are you fucking laughing about? You fucking idiot. I told you the joke 5 minutes ago. 5 ml. So he's like, oh, I know.
All right, here's the big question. I want to know how everything you're talking about, movies, comedy, networking, scripts, writing, producing. How do you find time to do all this stuff? Because all you do is post all day long on social media. How do you find time?
You know, I've been blessed. You know, financially, I'm comfortable. You know, and for the most part, it's fun for me.
No, but I'm saying you're posting all the time. So how do you find time to do anything else?
It's fun for me. I'm trying to explain to you.
I understand that.
What do you mean posting all the time? Like,
That
I
was-
usually go on social media like maybe about 3-4 times a day.
3-4 times a minute. Are you kidding? There's like 18 posts a day. You posted yourself getting a haircut, for crying out loud.
No, he doesn't have an off button. That's
Yeah,
what-
exactly.
The whole way here, that's the answer.
How many times was he online while you were driving here?
100.
Exactly.
You don't
George
sleep much,
knows.
do you?
But he's got to promote himself.
No, that's what he is. He's a nonstop promoter.
This
nonstop,
is how
which
you.
is a
This
good
is
thing.
the way. I
Listen,
mean, look,
a
years
lot
ago
of-
you had to go in the newspaper. You had to do this. Now you just.
Well, he doesn't know because nobody knows him. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make is this: it's like it's fun. I'm sorry, your name again?
Rosie.
Rosie, it's fun. It's fun for me. You know, when you know, a good friend of mine said to me one day, he said, Greg, when you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. You know, and for me, I've been blessed because producing has always been part of my life. Because as a kid, you know, when I came into this country, you know, I remember 8 years old, I was selling lemonade on the corner. I didn't even know how to fucking say the word. I was like, limonada, lemonade, you know? And people, you know, because back in the 80s, 70s, it was, you know, you sell lemonade in the corner of the street.
Yeah.
So I always had that drive in me, you know what I mean? And in this industry, a lot of people think they're going to get, like, you know, what's that word?
Discovered.
Discovered. It's all bullshit. That's all, you know.
Yeah.
You know, it takes a lot of hard work,
It
man.
puts. It's a lot
You
of
know,
time, a
it's
lot of effort.
Right, but it's not hard. It's not work for me. It's fun because you know if you know a little bit about me, like I'm sober. I'm in sobriety 14 years and 8 months. I've hit my
Congratulations.
bottom. Thank you. I've hit my bottom in life. I know what it's like to be home all day long, fucking like 385 pounds, smoking crack. I talked about it right here with Jackie the Joke Man when I was doing that.
Yeah.
So it's like when I came out of it. You know, for me, the high before the high is producing. The finished product is putting comedians on stage and so forth. Funny comedians. I would never put this guy on. But anyway.
You wouldn't? Yeah. What was that? The Connie
He'll
show?
use that as an excuse.
So this
I
is
was
your-
in the Connie show.
You're lucky.
So
I
this
don't
is
even
like-
know why I put you in that.
This is
fucking
your
thing.
muse. This is
Tony
your
thinks
drug.
Relapse or something?
Well, whatever it is, it's something that I love doing. You know what I mean? And writing is a big passion of mine. Performing comedy. George and I have teamed up, you know what I'm saying? And we've written, like, we have a couple of things that are about to get launched,
Yeah.
But a TV series, Scarred, The Connie Show, which is pretty funny. He was in The Connie Show.
The Connie show is very funny.
And it's officially, George put it in the
film festival, the
Which
New
one?
York Comedy Film Festival.
New York
Yeah.
Comedy Film
Very
Festival,
nice.
you know?
That's great.
So, the Connie Show, I don't know if you're familiar, it's about an angry pizza guy.
Not
That
yet.
actually, it's pretty funny. I wrote it 5-6 years ago with
You
Ben
gotta see it.
Roosevelt, and there's a couple of lines and it went crazy viral.
So when is the film festival? Is it
It's
soon?
they're deciding now.
Okay.
January, hopefully.
Good
It's
luck. That's
But if you want to
exciting.
see it, it's
Yeah.
As
if you
we
want to see
speak.
the sketch really
Yeah.
quick, it's called The Slice, Greg Kritikos, or The Slice, Greg the Greek. It's about an angry pizza guy. You know, a guy comes in, a little nerdy hipster guy, and I say a couple of lines that I had over 60,000 Venezuelans fucking hit me up, man, like literally. Because there's a scene where the part of the sketch, he's like, "But I'm a vegan." And I'm like, "I don't care if you're fucking Venezuelan, man." You know what I'm saying? Because it goes together.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
rolls. And I had like all these fucking people like, "What did we do to you? What's the matter?"
Just
And then there's another line that I talk about, like, my pizzeria has been around before your dad's dysfunctional sperm, not your politically correct mother. You know? And that got a lot of heat. But it was great. It was fun. And George actually,
good
in the
heat.
pilot,
It's a joint.
he writes the Connie Show, which The Slice gave birth to the Connie Show. And we have a pilot, and we've written 10 episodes. And right now we're in line with
fucking awesome.
investors that want to. But we have multiple projects.
Where is it set? This angry.
New York. Astoria.
Figured.
Yeah.
Is that what you
All
do it? I don't know, Astoria.
Yeah, Carla's in
Louisiana.
it. Carla's in it. Carrie Carabas is in it. There's a few of us local guys.
Adam Gable,
Adam Gable, right? Yeah,
Carrie Carabas.
I said that already. Yeah.
This guy Tony Wenka.
She's wildly funny. I love her.
Amazing.
Michael Williams was the director. He
Great.
part of the
Nice job he
actor
did.
studio. He did a great job. George is one of the executive producers. And we have a whole bunch of comics, and it was fun, putting this thing together. Ben Roosevelt was in the original.
And Noah
Slice.
Forrest, don't forget Noah.
Noah Forrest,
Did
that's right,
amazing.
Noah.
Did a
Yes,
great
our
job.
man Noah played in Scarred with me,
Yep. He's he like the roles he plays. He comes across kind of scary, but he's the nicest guy.
Yeah.
How do you know?
How do I know what?
That he's the nicest guy.
Because
You
I've
met him
met
in
him.
person?
Yes, I have met him in person.
you did?
At the premiere of the Connie Show, when you had the screening, I met him and talked to him
He
for a
came
while.
to Ammonia. He was there. So, I don't know who invited him.
There was no security that day.
He was a VIP.
I just happened to be walking by. I looked through the window.
That's so funny, man.
Look at that. There's Don.
He came with his with his outfits. He pulled out a green shirt with a red fucking bow tie, which is hysterical.
boy.
We loved him.
Great
and we had
character.
great lines for him.
Great
Don't
character.
fuss,
Oh.
call Gus.
I never have my ring around, and it's spam, of course.
Damn it.
See,
Don't
I'm all
fuss,
turned
call
upside
Gus.
down.
What happened?
Today I'm in the upside down.
Well, yeah, you're drunk today.
I'm a little.
Yeah, she's still.
Oh yeah, you went out. Yeah. So how was that last night?
It was amazing.
You
it
went-
was like an old school throwback variety show that they used to have like on TV.
Skits and music.
with
Like
like
vaudeville?
sketch comedy and skits, and then stand up, and then in between stand up, this Morris Brothers band played,
they're
and then
great.
in between that they did like this woman had Janine had this amazing. She's a Broadway actress. She sang, and it was just one after the other. It was just well done, and everything about it was kind of like nostalgic, but with like a modern, funny twist. And the crowd was great. The place was really beautiful.
Yeah, well, I was going to ask, where was it?
It was at this like basement sort of cabaret lounge bar at the Hilton called Chelsea Craft something or other.
Chelsea's Table and Stage.
That's it, and it was great. And Chris Roach headlined, and Richie Byrne did a spot. Mike Keegan, of course, and the whole theme of it was Eric Heft was not on the show, but he put himself on the flyer. So it was like, no, you're not in this sketch. You're not on the show.
Eric
But yet he was in every sketch. He was in every part.
Oh, that's
and then at
funny.
the end, it even got to the point where he was like, but I want to be, and they were like, fine, you want to play the drums? What do you want to play the drums too? You want to be in the band? And he was like, sure. And then, he closed out the show on the drums.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like the
Nice.
guy that wasn't supposed to be on the show was in every freaking thing they did. It was very
What is
cute.
this? This is a pilot? What is this?
No, they did a variety show, like it was a holiday.
Richie Byrne and Mike Keegan put it together. It was their show.
They did like a holiday variety music and comedy show last night in the city.
You remind me of Carla Okerson a little bit.
Do I?
Yeah.
I
she's
like
Oh yeah,
Carla.
I've heard other
Carla.
people say that
Really?
too. Oh yeah.
It's 'cause
Yeah,
we're
Carla.
both-
She was also in
because we both have
the Connie
resting
Show.
bitch face. That's
Yeah,
why.
I said
She
that.
was on it.
She's Carla Okerson. Yeah, she's pretty cool. So you've been doing stand up a long time?
No, I just started July of 2004. I took the class at the brokerage.
24.
I always say that.
Why do you say
24? I do that constantly. 24. I took the class with Peter Bales and Rich Walker.
Wow.
Yeah,
And
same here.
And
Nice.
I said I'll do it as a bucket list thing. I always wanted to do it, and I did it as a bucket list. I'll do one show, and I loved it.
Good
and
for you.
I've
Takes
been
courage.
lucky with the connections that I've made, and with people kind of taking a chance on me and letting me get stage time. So
stuff.
I'm just gonna see
Have
how
you done
it
any
works.
Benny Rizzuti shows?
I did one actually at this weird little bookshop in Northport. But from there, you do these little things
Yeah,
with the
yeah.
Christmas tree with no lights on it. And it was like February 29th or, and you're sitting there like, oh my God, I can't believe I'm here. But then you're like, wait a minute. And then I met all these great people.
Yeah.
And from there, I met Joe Pontillo and he put me on a show. And then I met
Joe
Tina Wilbur.
Pontillo, I was just with him in Connecticut with Ben Roosevelt. He was hosting.
Okay.
And Joe also did, he recently shot a pilot, I believe.
Oh.
Yeah.
See, everybody's doing these pilots.
Yeah. Yeah, he's got a TV show out. He was telling me about. Joe Pontillo's funny.
Joe Pontillo's
He's
very
very funny.
Yeah,
he's so quirky and funny.
He's got one of those funny jokes. He's got the joke about the slot machine. He's like, you got a quarter or something. He's trying to get his family out. It was fucking, I forget what it is. It's like, you're going to save your whole family with a quarter because you have a quarter. Joe's great. I did a show in Long Island next to Long Beach. There's another place right next to Long Beach.
Atlantic Beach?
I think so. It's upstairs. It's in a pool hall. It's upstairs.
Oh, that's where I did a show with him. It's Michael's Billiards, but
Yeah, it's a
they
billiards.
call it Barnum Ballroom upstairs.
Yeah, I've done it a couple times, but I was just with him, like I said, with Ben Rosenfeld. Joe's fun. I like Joe. Joe's good.
Yeah, he's a good guy. So I live over there. I've been in Long Beach since 2000. Now I'm in Lido, but it's like the same exact thing. So I've always driven by up and down and seen comedy night. And I'm like, oh look, and then I was there. I was like, oh.
And there's another female comic that comes out of that area. She produces a show at a library. What's her
Oh,
name?
Julie.
Julie.
Yes.
Yeah.
Julie, another wonderful person. We had her on the Connie show. She was on the Connie show. Yeah.
That's right. I forgot. Yeah,
She
Julie.
was on the Connie show. Yeah. With Nikki Sunshine. How can we forget Nikki Sunshine?
Nikki Sunshine.
The owner, which tonight I'll be performing at Comedy in Harlem. Tonight I'm in Comedy in Harlem, and tomorrow I'm at some show in
Where in Harlem? Is it a small Asian woman that does the show? Or no? Or you produce the show?
No, you never heard of Comedy in Harlem?
No?
Comedy in Harlem is exactly where the Apollo, like what the Apollo was back then.
Okay.
Comedy in Harlem is now.
Oh,
It's the
okay.
#1 comedy room in the tri-state area.
Oh, that's what it's
African-American.
called?
Comedy in Harlem. It's
Oh.
called Comedy in Harlem, and the owner is Nikki Sunshine, and and her husband. And it's an amazing room. It's really great. They have huge talent coming by there. A lot of celebrities, African American comedians go by. And so I'm performing it tonight.
Oh, that
Yeah,
sounds
I do that a lot.
interesting.
What's
Check
the
this
gentleman?
place out.
A lot of talented people in the Connie show. Who's the gentleman's name? Nick? Nick
Rotondo, the
yes,
lunatic. He's
yes,
fucking great, man.
Such a nice guy.
Jamie Roberts, excuse me. Jamie Roberts is the owner with Nikki Sunshine. The Jamie Roberts from Long Island. He owns Comedy in Harlem. He had one of the biggest comedy shows at Broadway Comedy Club called SNL, Sunday Night Live. Jamie Roberts, and then from there he decided to open up his own club, and they're very successful. Comedy in Harlem, an amazing room, and a lot of big African American comedians go by there. But Nick Rotondo, yes, he's now doing cruise lines. I know he's on a cruise line doing his balloon thing.
Oh,
yeah, he's hysterical.
Oh,
The
such a
balloon
nice
thing.
guy.
Are you Italian?
My father was Sicilian. My mother's Puerto Rican. But I do identify as an
that's
Italian most of the
yeah.
time.
I
That's where I'm
identify
more
with the Puerto
familiar.
Rican. I dated a half Colombian, half Puerto Rican girl.
Oh, she was wild.
Oh, she
the
must have
best.
kicked
Oh,
your
she
ass.
was.
She'll sell me the cocaine, then
like
rob me.
Opus, yeah.
The Puerto Rican in her was robbing me, and the Colombian was just pumping out the coke. It's the best. I love it.
I grew up with a lot of Greeks, actually. And I've spent a lot of time visiting them there.
You've been to Greece?
Yeah, a few
Nice.
times. I've
Where?
actually been to 5 weddings in Greece over my lifetime.
That's the best.
Yeah. I love it. I think it's beautiful. I love the people. I love the food. I remember one time we were out and I was like, it's 5 a.m. And I thought I was like, what the hell? And
No, that was this morning.
People were still, that's true. People were still out. I was
Yeah.
like, what the hell is
Use the
going
restroom,
on?
they said.
It's wild. It's a beautiful, beautiful place. I love the food. I love.
You chased him out. What did
I know.
you say?
He doesn't want to hear it.
You offended
He
him.
doesn't want to hear about
the
this.
coffee.
Yeah.
I have to go to the bathroom.
You go. We'll continue when you get back.
The bathroom's the other way.
I'll tell him a few places that
He
he's
went- he
going
got-
out.
he got
so
it,
he's
he got
gonna
it.
pee
Oh, he's there,
outside.
he got it.
He's gonna pee at the dumpster. Oh, he went the other way. Okay. I'm like, wow.
They just voted it the best country to retire.
I was just about to say that. I have it. Look, I have it right here in my notes. The top country to
Really?
retire is Greece.
I thought it was
Do they
Costa
pay you to
Rica.
move there, or
Say again?
do they pay you to move there?
There's local small islands. The answer is
do?
yes, but you're not going to be in Athens. You're not going to be in Rhodes. You're
Right.
going to be in a small little island, which is not bad.
No, it's not. There's ferries
Yeah.
that take you other places. You're a hop, skip, and a jump from
Yeah,
wherever.
everything is
A lot of
close.
countries are doing that. My friend moved to France, and they
Yeah.
paid him money to
Yeah,
go.
Really?
Italy is doing that.
Italy.
These small
And he's
towns
got
that
his
people have
pension from the
left,
courts,
to rebuild it, and then they want you to have children because
Yeah.
the population is,
Healthcare is less than $300 a month in Greece.
Healthcare is decent.
Good
Yes,
health
but you know what?
healthcare. Less.
All my Greek
you
friends that
fucking
have any
kidding
kind of
me?
money when something goes wrong, they're
Yeah.
on the first fucking plane to New York to get treatment.
Well,
here.
that's the other.
And they do all their
That's the other
doctors-
side of
they
the
do
coin.
all their doctor's appointments.
best
when they're
doctors are here,
from-
yes.
When they come in,
But
for
it's a
November
basic
and they
thing.
leave in March and they get all their doctor's appointments done and then they go back.
Unless you want dental work, then you go to Greece.
Oh yeah, or you want plastic surgery, or you want your teeth done. You get your teeth done cheaper than
Really?
here it's like you go in for a massage And it's the same price there as like getting like dental work here. Dental work is like so it's crazy.
You can rent a house by the water for at the most $1,000 a month.
Not everywhere. It's
Well,
getting more expensive now. It's
Is
getting,
it?
Yeah.
That- all
But
right,
you can
that's-
still you get that definitely, 100%.
Let's see.
Even if it's 2,000, that's still
No, exactly.
So your family's from Crete?
Rhodes.
Rhodes.
I have a house
okay.
in Rhodes. Yeah, thank God.
I haven't been to Crete or Rhodes.
Oh, you
I've
have
been
to go.
to like the smaller islands. Like
Whereabouts?
My family, I call them my family. I call them my cousins. My
Well, you
aunts
know
and
you're a
uncles.
little Greek with the Sicilian.
I guess so, right? It's
Yeah.
the same thing.
No,
It's I call her my aunt. She's Greek, Pagalatos, but her maiden name was Molinos, which is an Italian name. And when
Right.
she did her DNA, she was like, holy shit,
No,
I'm not even really Greek. I'm Italian. It was just like, you
Yeah.
know, it's all so intermixed.
It is,
and
especially Sicily. If you go to Sicily, you've been to Sicily?
Yes, I was there last
So,
summer.
yeah, there's
It was
a big
awesome.
Greek influence and history
There's a lot
there.
of Greeks that live in Sicily,
Yeah.
on the mountains. If you go to the mountains of Sicily,
Yeah,
it's
he was saying,
packed with
yeah.
Greeks.
Yeah, I went. The family that I've grown up with, they have these boutique hotels on the island of Kefalonia.
Nice.
So that's where I usually wind up going. We'll go to Athens a couple days, and then we'll go and usually
Very
just hang
green,
out.
right? That island?
What's that?
Very green.
Yes, and you know the beaches are all rocky, and you know you got to wear little shoes. And,
little rocky.
Oh, but like once you're out there, like we go out on the boat, and they have that beach that you always see that looks like it's almost like this horseshoe.
Right.
And it's considered like one of the most beautiful beaches in the world, and it's definitely up there as far as like in Greece. I think it's always considered like the number one most beautiful beach in Greece.
There's a lot to do there, and
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's amazing. They have this little, you drive around the coast and you get to this little fishing village called Fiscardville, and it was like magic. I mean, there were boats coming in from all over Europe,
love
and the
that shit.
food
Yeah.
and the octopus and the feta and the
There's-
fucking frappe. I was like, I'm not leaving.
There's a lot of
I have to
amazing
leave.
places in Greece, Ari. Let me tell you, because this is the first time that I actually stayed there for 6 months. 6 months I was there, and I spent 4 months in Athens. Athens has amazing beaches, amazing. And when you go to like different, like I went to the Temple of Poseidon. Have you ever been there? All
That I
the
have
time.
not done.
You have to go to the Temple of Poseidon. Wow, it's like the beach is so blue. It's electric blue. It's unbelievable, you know. Because Rhodes is nice, so beautiful roads. But then when you see other parts of Greece, Athens, even Patra, Piraeus, it's just it's an
It's an
amazing
island
place.
nation, and every little island
And they're
has
very
its-
different,
Yeah, it's
you know.
amazing.
Like I did that thing where we went, and we jumped off the boat and we swam to this
Right.
little island, and then we had like mud all over ourselves.
Oh,
it's like this organic mud, and it's like it dries on you.
Yeah.
And
Tony,
it like
you should do
takes
that,
the
man.
toxins out, and it
You
makes
should-
your
you
skin
gotta
get
feel
Tony
amazing.
there.
And then you
Tony,
jump,
you'll jump off the boat and the boat will leave you there.
you
I mean,
jump
it'll
back
be
in the
nice.
water. I mean, it's like it's magic. I
I
love when we go.
I don't have a water leg, so I would just swim in circles the whole time.
Well, you know what? Your legs probably does it have any kind of magnetic, you could just like hook up to like the.
Actually, it does. As a matter of fact,
Drag
it
'em along.
does.
Drag 'em along.
It charges. I have to charge it every night like a
Grab
phone.
My big giant heel. Yo, what's going on with Comic Sans, man? Are you guys?
Well, let me take the phone call and then I'll update you on that. Mark Hirschman on the line. Good morning, sir.
Can you and I just have some real talk for 1 second, please?
Oh boy.
Okay. Don't we? What do we have? Do we have fake talk? What do you mean?
No, what I'm saying is, like, again, I turn on the goddamn show, and the first sentence I hear, I wrote it down because I was in the middle of something. As much as a dick Hirschman is. That's the first line I hear.
I did say that. I will not deny it. I did say that.
So, can you just do me a favor, please?
Sure.
Can you just do me a favor for your audience and for the people that are there? And,
Yeah.
Can you just speak for a second about the level of friend that I am to you, as far as being worried about you, your family, always being concerned about things and your kids and everything, and generally just the welfare of you and your life. Could you just speak to that for a second before you refer to me as much of a dick as I am?
Well, yeah, I mean, nobody reminds me how much of a good friend they are more than you. So, you're absolutely right.
So it's a balance.
Nobody compliments themselves better than you do.
That's great. That's good.
Look, we're really looking forward to. Now, unlike last Friday where you didn't show up on this show, you are showing up tomorrow for the big show tomorrow night in the Giggle Room. Yes.
Yeah. Ticket sales are looking good. We don't know exactly yet.
Probably not, but we'll make it work somehow. But
okay.
Looking forward to you. Greg is here. He's on the show. Lou is here. He's on the show, and of course Rosie's on the show. Really looking forward to it. I'm going to have for me personally, even if we don't have an audience, I'm going to enjoy it. So
we're going to have some fun. No, I'll be there. I'll definitely. I mean, I obviously. I was at brokerage last night, so I'm definitely.
How did that go?
Excited to be. Yeah, it was good. It was a good show. So yeah, I'm looking forward to hanging out with you guys. I'm just a little stuck though. Like, what would
First thing you hear, man. That's great.
As much of a dick as Hirschman. Like, what is that? Just like because of my sarcasm, my ball bracelet.
Oh, all right. So you don't know why I said that.
No, I literally turned on the thing, and I heard as much of a dick as Hirschman is. I'm like, my God in heaven.
I was explaining to Lou and Rosie, it was before Greg and George got here, I was explaining to them how on your show the other night, you kind of, you set me up, and you had this great interview with Jeff Pearlman, sports writer Jeff Pearlman, and I think I even told you on the air, that was one of your best.
Yeah,
and then you started to explain that one of the benefits of doing a show in here is that you get to talk to people like Jeff Pearlman. And when you had Tom Arnold on about a month ago, and we were naming all these guests that we normally, and I even said I wouldn't even know any of you guys if it wasn't for this room.
And then he said that he saved somebody's life on the show and how wonderful he is because of it.
Himself on
and that if this show didn't exist with him at the helm, there would be dead bodies. And you took the soundbite and recreated it.
The video.
And
hold on.
So I owe you guys big time for making me, for posting that out of context.
Wait. Hold on.
Oh, yeah.
Firstly,
this is where you throw Keegan under the bus, isn't it?
Yeah.
No. First of all, what you said was that after you told the story, I said, thank you for telling me that, like, in a sarcastic way.
I knew I was in trouble as soon as you said that.
No. See, that's the problem with me, because I am always dripping with sarcasm, that people can't identify the difference between when I'm being sarcastic and real. And that was a lovely story, and I was happy you told it, and I'm very appreciative that Andrew Fremder is healthy and well. So there's no joke about that. There's no joke about that at all. What I will say is, Keegan, who is in charge of the Instagram Reels and TikTok stuff, did take that, and he did post that, and I did comment, during you telling me the story, I wanted to kill myself. I did say that. But that was all in jest. But the Andrew Fremder story is great. I love that he's a part of you guys and that he's well. So, no. And I do love you, despite you calling me dicks and saying other things, because I never speak about that way. You know how I feel about you, and you know
what's fucked up about this whole conversation now? What I'm gonna get out of this whole thing?
Yeah.
After he hangs up, I'm gonna be like, so the dick's coming tomorrow, huh?
Right. That's right. That's exactly right. You will meet the dick tomorrow.
So I don't want to meet the dick. There's plenty of dick in here right now, and I think I'm overwhelmed with a lot of dick.
And when Greg says that, he's talking about his ass. But do you guys not know each other, Mark Hirschman and Greg Kritikos?
I don't know the dick. I don't know.
All right, you will meet tomorrow. Two great guys. Two very funny comedians.
He's saying that with a big sarcastic look on his face.
I am planning my revenge on Keegan. I'm just telling you that right now.
Oh, shit.
I got something in the works.
What I'm going to say to you is this, and we'll close out because you guys are busy. You have a big agenda there. Is that for me, Tony? You know very well that I kind of cherry pick my spots when it comes to comedy, and I don't perform as much as I'm offered to. But a night like tomorrow is significant to me because I get to hang out with Mike, with you, with Rosie, my new friends Greg Kritikos and Pratt and Brian Pratt and Lou Pratt and whoever else is in the show. So I'm looking forward to it, and I'm not kidding when I say that I wouldn't do comedy if it wasn't for the fact that I get to hang out with people that I care about. So I'm looking forward to it.
In all seriousness, yes, you're one of my buddies, and I'm looking forward to having.
What did she say?
What a dick he is, then, Mark.
Yeah.
You know I love you.
Yeah. Rosie, the last thing we texted to each other at 2 a.m. was that I was going to come pick you up. We were going to go eat gyros.
We were going to go get gyros.
But,
and fell asleep.
Yeah. I knew one of us was going to fall asleep first. and I was awake waiting for you to see if I can come get you to go get a gyro because I'm fucking starving for
I know,
one
and I
so
thought
right
about it
now.
actually when the Greeks walked in. They made me hungry.
Oh my God in heaven!
Greek
So,
sauce.
I love it. Well, listen, you guys have a great show. Thank you for your time, Tony, and I appreciate all the kind words about me.
Looking forward to having some fun with you tomorrow, pal. And thanks for calling in and having some laughs.
All right, buddy boy. Have a good one.
See you, brother. All right, bye-bye. All right, now don't bug us anymore, Hirschman.
I
No, I'm
think
kidding.
you and Mark should have a talk off.
Me and Mark should have a talk-off? I think, like a roast battle
No,
kind of
just
thing?
who can talk the most until
Oh.
you both somebody either dies.
Oh, he
or
would.
or
I think he would kick my
Don
ass.
coming
I think.
tomorrow?
Who?
Is Don gonna be?
Don will be here tomorrow. Yes, Don Sill will be here. Yep. Don.
How about Benny? Benny Rizzuti.
No, Benny will not be here tomorrow.
How about your friend, the other one? What's her name? The other Tea Time, right?
Tea time with Teresa? No, she will not be here either. No. Teresa and I are actually back on speaking terms.
Wow.
Oh, you were enemies
So,
there?
yeah, we had a falling out years ago, and yeah, I wouldn't say we're close friends, but we at least small talk and say hi and stuff.
So the question: what's going on with Comic Sans?
Comic Sans, we started the second one. Oh, that's right. Of course, you and all right. I'm being dead serious here. Your scene was fantastic. You
Great Kritikos.
So
can you play? Can we see it?
You know what? I might have it.
I'm just glad I can pronounce your last name now.
Oh, please!
I mean,
one of the easiest names.
It is. That's
Kritikos.
the thing. But when I see it, I'm like, I will say that guy that does the shows in the city, that Greg.
Only
Only
illiterate people
Ricky
do shit
Ticky
like that.
Town.
It's Kritikos, Kritikos, very simple.
Kritika. Okay, all
I
right.
mean, I've been called Kistikis Kistukas.
You know what?
One of the best ones was,
listen,
you know,
I'm so used to the
clitoris.
Greeks that I know have
I'm
like
the clitoris
37
man.
letters in their names, and I've got them down pat.
if you for a person that hangs out with Greeks, you should have no problem pronouncing.
No, I'm used to. This
Kritikos.
one was almost too easy for me to figure out.
Kritikos.
All right, so I do have a clip.
Let me see which clip.
It's-
Now, I'm sorry, really, honestly, no joke. Which clip are you talking about? Me and Don, or me in the car? Like, which scene? Because Don's telling me that I
so-
like the editing. The editing.
Well, Don's an editor, man. He
Right,
kicks
exactly.
ass. This is a 1.5-minute clip in the apartment.
Okay.
Now the problem is that screen's on a delay, so I'm going to put this on. But the sound is current, so you're going to hear
but
the
I'm
sound.
gonna see- I'm gonna- yeah,
but the
perfect.
sound and the video
I have
aren't
no
going to
problem
match.
with that.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to this.
So, but let me ask you first, because, and again, yeah, I'm being dead serious too. You totally kicked ass in this scene.
Thank you.
And you mentioned before about being sober and stuff. So, and you play Don's coach, sponsor. I mean, does that? I mean, you had to tap into some real life experiences. Does that?
Absolutely.
What does that do? Does that mess with your head? Or,
No,
what is that?
Listen, I do quite a bit of motivational speaking. I've done Lake Erie College. Where
I'd be motivated to jump off the cliff after hearing you speak, but that's all right.
I mean, so yeah, when you speak in front of a very large audience, I did Harlem. I did a rehabilitation center in the Bronx where I actually performed, and at the end, I do the motivational speaking. But it comes naturally, like George, even last time on the show, I think George's comment was like, it comes natural, Greg, because it's part of his life.
Of course.
Yeah, but you do have to tap into something, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I had to tap into that part of my life where, I identify with the alcohol and the drugs and all that, but it comes a little easier for me, you know what I'm saying? Because this is what I do, I'm a sober addict, alcoholic addict, but if I need it to work for me in a scene where if I do need to cry or if I tap into it, and it comes naturally as an actor, you know what I'm saying? I love it. So, but yeah, I got to go deep inside me and pull it out.
Right, but what about like after the fact? Like, does it mess with you to kind of go back there, or are you fine after that? Like,
No.
we all cut and you're like, okay, where's my sandwich?
No. I mean, listen. Listen. The reality is, a lot of people don't understand sobriety. Sobriety is. I mean, we sat here again with Jackie the Joke Man. He was talking about he's sober.
That was one of my favorite shows in here.
Yeah. 2 seconds later, he's like, "Well, I was smoking a joint the other day," and I was like, "That's a mind-altering drug, So you can't be in sobriety and say you're smoking pot. I'm a sober addict alcoholic. For 14 years, 8 months, I haven't touched a drink or smoked a joint or anything mind-altering drug. So, I'm living my dream. I'm happy. The emotions will always go through as an addict. But, yeah, it does. Because when you tap into that, and then it comes out, especially as an artist, if I need it to for that split second, I'm in that fucking world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then after that, it's like, just come back down again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But,
Okay.
But it is what it is, and it's part of me and who I am, and I'm grateful for that.
Do you think you perform better sober? Like, do you
I've
think...
done a lot of sober shows, a lot of comedians. You ask, you put a comedian on in the sober crowd, they shit their fucking pants, man.
Mm-hmm.
Because they rely on the people to be drunk to watch comedy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I've done an hour of sober comedy in front of a sober audience. And I had, what's his name, part of that show? He's from Long Island. The comedian, he's a police officer.
Roach?
No.
Frank Fallion?
Yes.
Oh, Frank.
Yeah, and he was like, he was like boozing it up before he got out there, you know what I'm saying? Nothing against him, man. He likes to drink, you know what I'm saying? But he was like, so they're not drinking? I'm like, no, they're not.
No, it's just rubbish.
That's the purpose of a sober fucking show, you know what I mean? He's like,
I think I remember
so
seeing
they're not
that.
going to drink at all? They're not going to serve booze? I'm like, no, it's a fucking sober show. So, like, putting a comedian on a sober show is like inviting Dracula over your house and saying, here's some holy water.
Some garlic.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's pretty fucking funny. But, nah, it doesn't, I believe, if you're funny, you're funny. That's it. That's the bottom line. If I have to rely on somebody getting drunk to laugh, something's wrong.
But were you asking, did he find it easier to perform when you were drunk or
when you were drinking
not?
compared to not drinking?
No. When I got sober, that's when I got back into the industry.
Okay. All right.
So, years ago, when I did have opportunities to be on The Sopranos and Comedy Central, all that, I was drinking, but it was early in my, downfall.
Okay.
When I hit my bottom in my life, like really my bottom lasted from 2000 to 2011. I had a long bottom, really bad. I'm talking about, I talk about it like in my one-man show, where, on a one-man show you get to make people cry and laugh, and George is one of the producers in The Shoemaker's Son. I had people like, and that's the purpose
every
of a one-man
emotion,
show.
yeah.
That's the purpose of a one-man show, because I do all the characters, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
So, yeah, it's a big high, you know what I'm saying? But I've never, ever performed comedy like while I was on some kind of, drunk, alcohol, something like that. When I got sober, that's when I jumped into comedy.
I don't know how people. I've seen people that get completely. They'll go outside, smoke a joint, have 3 drinks, and get on stage, and I'm like,
yeah, right.
I would just
never
be
get
so
high and
anxious
fucking do
and
that.
or so like.
Do you know Mark DeMeo?
Yeah, of course.
Mark DeMeo's a dear friend of mine. I grew up with him.
He's
you know what I'm saying?
great,
We grew up with Mark DeMeo. Flat. We used to call him Fresh.
Fresh.
So the funny part is that, I talk about it in my comedy sometimes, and he talks about growing up in Astoria, because like we were hanging out selling pot, doing shit, and then out of the blue he comes back around. He's a cop.
He's a cop, right?
And we're like, what's up, Mark? And he's like, what's going on, Greg? And I'm like, hello, how are you doing? Just in case. Check fuck you, Greg.
When he first retired as a cop, I said to him, "What's the best thing about retirement?" He goes, "I can smoke weed again."
Yeah,
Exactly what he said to me.
But the funny thing is that, I'll be on the show with him, and he'll be like, "Maybe I'm fucking Trench." He's like, "You sure you don't want one, Trench?" Because he used to call me Trench when I was a kid. Show up a Trench. I'm like, Mark, whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying? But
Such a great dude.
Mark, the best.
Yeah.
He moved to fucking
Vegas.
now.
Yeah.
When I
What
first
sucks?
got into
'cause-
comedy, he was like, "Yo, you get into comedy now?" I'm like, "What the fuck? I hit rock bottom. I lost everything in my life. I might as well do comedy."
I give anybody credit that can really commit to something, especially sobriety, and stick with it. It's
gotta want
That's got to be.
you have to absolutely. I can't even get through dry January. By the 15th, I'm like, it's kind of moist. It's just amazing that
and it's a fucked up disease because people don't get it, and I've seen people die
Of course.
all the
Same
time,
here,
man,
yeah.
all the fucking time.
You're talking
That
about at your
dog.
comedy shows, you mean, right?
Well, listening to you, I want to commit suicide, obviously. I mean, I'm just sitting there and waiting for one fucking joke, and it just never comes. Never comes. That's another thing that you have in common, where you never come, you know what I'm saying?
You would know. So, all right. So here's
see the scene, you
I'm trying to get to it. So, for those of you who don't know, Don's character also has struggled with sobriety a little bit. And then, like Greg mentioned, he is the sponsor. And then the scene, he didn't relapse, right? But he's thinking about going.
Thinking about relapse.
Yeah,
and I'm
right,
trying to
okay.
fucking tell him to help me so I can help. Help me,
Right.
help you.
Okay. All right. This is a scene from Comic Sans 2. Here we go.
Right now, Jerry, you know what I want to do? I want to go down, get a big fucking bottle of whiskey, and get shit-faced fucking drunk. That's what I want to do. Oh, you better yet, you know what? I'm going to go down, get some fucking blows, some coca, get fucking tooted up. Oh, you know, even better than that, man. I'll go to the government, get some of those free fucking needles, and do some fucking action.
What the fuck's the matter with you, man? Are you fucking kidding me? When is enough is enough? Tell me, when is enough is enough? All I get is bitching and complaining from you. You're always feeling sorry for yourself, man. When are you gonna fix yourself? When are you gonna be committed to the fucking program?
Trying, Jerry. I don't know how to fucking do this, man.
Join the human race, man. What do you think? Life's being on easy street for everybody? You gotta be committed, man. You gotta make a difference. I told you, you can't change the wind, but you could change the course of your sails. You gotta be committed, man. I hit rock bottom stoned. I was dying out there. Now I'm trying to help you, Billy. I'm trying to help you, but you're not helping me, man. When are you gonna help me help you?
Every time I take fucking one step forward, I take 2 steps back. I need something to kill the fucking pain. I don't know what to do, Jerry.
Welcome to the real world, man. But the pain is in your mind. You gotta make a decision to say, you know what? Enough is enough. This disease will put a dis-ease in your life each and every single day. Don't you get it, man? You're an alcoholic. You have a hole in you. You're an alcoholic, man. You can't fill it with nothing. You gotta fill it with the program. You gotta want to stay sober. Sober stands for son of a bitch. Everything's real. Enough is enough, man. Straighten up. Make a difference in your life. Make a difference for once.
You know.
So,
fucking awesome.
Yeah, it is. It's awesome. And the reason I'm laughing is I don't know if you're aware of this, but and Don and I still talk about it because we filmed that so many times.
I know.
So
the slaps. Remember the slaps?
The slaps to his chest. He was bruised up and in pain for a week because we filmed that so many times, and you know, and he kept Greg, was grabbing his shirt or hitting him. He was literally for a week.
He said to me, he goes, Greg, I want you to go deep. He goes,
Oh, absolutely, it was worth it.
Make it fucking real. You know what I'm saying? And I love his character. I love his character because it's a character that so many people are going to identify with when they're going to watch the Comic Sans. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's like, yeah, because, what I tell an alcoholic is an alcoholic. He has a hole in him. And, no matter what, you could try to fill up that hole with anything. You could fill up, with sex, drugs, money, everything, alcohol, whatever the fuck it is. Once you have a hole in you, okay, you have to fill it up, and the only thing that fills it up is fucking, spirituality, a higher power that people don't understand with, And, I've been in the program for a long time, and the reason I'm in the program, and I've been in sobriety. I say that to people all the time. Sobriety, because when I got sober, I did it on my own. 7 days of detox, 3.5 months of rehabilitation, and I stayed so sober, so dry for a year and a half. I didn't know about the program. You said AA, I thought about American Airlines. But I had the willingness to stay sober because I know where I came from.
Right.
So you have to want it no matter what. And if you don't want it, it's not going to happen. And I see people dying all the time, man.
Oh, I bet. Yeah. Which
So
is terrible.
I enjoyed the fact that he did pick me for this role. I think it was a perfect situation for him and I to play a scene. And I'm really excited about this pilot, man. I want to see it. I mean, I don't know. Last time we were out here, you had it in the Long Island Film Festival. George and I.
We had it in a few festivals. Yes, you guys were nice enough to come to the Long Beach Film Festival.
Long Beach, that's what it was.
But yeah, we had it in a few festivals. We won in the Tokyo Film Festival. I think we won Best Script. I think it was something like that. Yeah, which I would love to see what they did. Like, how do they know it's Best Script? Did they overdub our voices? Like to me, that tells you made it. If if your voice is, we're talking.
It was a happy ending at the end.
Well, yeah, it could be.
But with you, it was a sad ending. With you.
Well, right, just like with the Connie show, you offer the happy endings to anybody who watches it. So yeah,
of course.
I don't know.
He's just hating like Satan, isn't he? I love it.
I'm a what?
You're hating like Satan. Where is Don today?
Don's busy. He's working.
Yeah, he's great. I had no idea that he was like.
He's
you
a
know,
great
editing.
editor. Very talented man. Writes, directs,
He's very
acts.
talented.
Yeah. He's a spy. Let me go over to George. We haven't talked to George.
Okay,
I'm
let's
right
go.
here.
So, in case anybody
I'm
didn't
over
know.
here now.
Give yourself a chance to brag a little bit. What is going on with your son? I see all these football pictures. He's got trophies. What's that about?
Thank you. Good.
Yeah.
I got two. I'm blessed. I got two good boys, athletic, both in football, college. And I'm trying.
What's the trophy? Did the team win? Like what was the trophy for?
Oh, they got so many trophies. Which
Oh.
one, man? I don't know.
Whoa, hey. So many.
MVPs, captains. You know.
No kidding,
The older
yeah.
one's a quarterback. The younger one's a wide receiver.
Was this high school or college?
Transitioning. Yeah. They were in high school. You know, they played together for 2 years, which was really nice.
Oh,
The older son is a quarterback. He's got a fucking gun. But the younger son, it reminds me of during the strike in the NFL out in Long Island. There was a walk-on that fucking played with the Jets, and he made a big name for himself. Do you remember who that was?
You're Joe Namath. I have no idea. I have no idea.
Joe Namath's a Polish quarterback, you fucking idiot. Jeez, what the fuck is this guy?
Tony Walker's
What we
showing his
talking
age.
about? Who are we talking about?
Wayne Corbett.
Wayne Corbett.
Oh, Hofstra's own.
Billy is something similar to a Wayne Corbett, but fucking better. This kid is amazing.
Really?
The talent that fucking Billy has is unbelievable.
Where does he
I watch
play?
this kid.
He's in Nassau right now, Nassau
Okay.
Community. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Amazing. And if you remember Corbett,
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
fucking amazing. He was a walk-on, remember? And he
Yeah, I
stayed with
remember
them.
that now. Yeah, I forgot about
And
that.
he falls in that category because he's a little young, you know, a little small, but he fucking throws his body. I see this kid in the air, like, you know, watching him live, and he's like amazing. Like the other guy, what was that guy from the Philadelphia Eagles? Remember that wide receiver?
Yeah,
They made a movie about him. Remember they made a movie about a walk-on?
Yeah, Invincible.
The Replacements.
Invincible. Yes, I think that was the name. So if you
No
remember that
idea.
movie, it's a great movie.
It
Wide
is
receiver.
I'm trying to think of his name. It was,
Yeah,
it's
but
famous
anyway,
movie. Italian
his son, amazing man. I seen this kid parallel in the air, parallel like when you're watching him live.
Vince Papali.
Yes.
That's it.
What was it? Vince who?
Vince Papali.
Oh, okay. All right.
Amazing fucking athlete.
Great story.
Man. I mean, and yeah, and I mean, if there's ever going to be another walk-on, I would put all my eggs on fucking Billy and his sons.
Is that the plan? Like he's hoping to.
It's a tough sport. You need
Oh,
to be.
sure.
Well, tell me the news.
Yeah, Greece is starting to adopt football, which is amazing.
Oh, okay.
And the Olympics are they're instituting flag football into the Olympics in 2028.
Oh, wow.
So I'm trying to get my kids to Greece, get the citizenship, and play for Greece.
That was another thing
That would be
we were
awesome.
talking about as far
That's
as
exciting.
retiring to Greece.
Yeah.
Greece is one of the easiest countries to get citizenship. It's the last sentence on there.
Yeah. You could get it through golden visas. You buy a property for like I think it's $500,000 now.
Okay.
It's pretty cool. Or you could marry somebody too.
A lot of different sports coming up now.
Yeah,
like flag football.
There's a lot of opportunities. Greece
Yeah.
is still a baby. You know,
Okay.
so a lot of, you know.
Oh, that's
why I tell
interesting.
my
I didn't know
kids
that.
go there and be big fishes in a small pond.
Sure.
Don't they? Greece is a big basketball fan. They love
Basketball's been
basketball.
going on for a long
Huge,
time.
right?
Yeah,
That's how I
yeah,
always
yeah.
remember. They
They're-
love
they're-
they
they're-
love their
we have the,
basketball.
They're out of their
Big-
minds with it. Yeah.
Big African American.
Yeah, they love it.
Yeah, we got Giannis.
Giannis.
Yeah.
Greek.
Yeah.
Which is great because now in Greece, like I speak to like Asian women in Greek, fluent Greek. It blows my fucking mind, man.
They speak fluent Greek.
Yeah, Asian. Like, you
I
know,
always find
you
that
walk into a-
fascinating.
It is.
Yeah, you walk into a Chinese restaurant in Greece and I'm like, yes, I think I understand Italian. I'm like, holy shit, this.
What the fuck?
My son is dating, currently
girl?
dating, a girl from Hong Kong. And she said it was mandatory growing up to learn English, but she's fluent in 4 languages.
Yeah, most other countries have
crazy.
it down pat
They're
that
doing
day.
that.
We
They're doing
suck.
that.
Our
Greece, a lot
education
of
is
people
garbage,
speak
man.
English.
Yeah.
They're doing
Yeah,
that, man.
it's incredible. It's
Yeah,
incredible.
This is the only country that people just don't give a fuck.
They want us
stay
dumb.
home, depressed.
Yes.
They want us dumb here.
Absolutely right.
No,
That's a
I
whole
love-
other
you know what? I
conversation,
love
but you're right.
When I do go there, one thing I really recognize is that people they'll take the middle of the day and they'll chill or do what they have to do. But you know, when it's time to go out, it's like you have young people, you have old people. I went to go see, Anna Visi.
Yeah.
Anna Visi, yes.
I've seen her twice in Greece.
Nice.
And the people, I saw her once on New Year's Eve, and people were on the table throwing freaking carnations, and it was like little kids. It was like the yaya and the little babies, and everyone's out, and I'm like, holy shit! It was like, it was a concert and a party, and it was just everybody was there
Everyone
together.
there, yeah.
It was really nice that you have like people just go and they stay.
Yeah.
They stay till the morning.
And it's innocent. Over here,
So
not
you
so
want to
much.
die laughing? You know a lot about Greek entertainers.
Not a lot. I
No.
just happen to know Anna
You
Visi because I
familiar
like
with
her
these-
very
these two
much.
Right here?
No.
She's one of the most famous singers in Greece's history.
Really?
Which one? Both of them?
The one
or-
on the right or the one on the left? The older woman?
Yes.
Do
Glikeria.
those two? Do they end up kissing? What?
They look like mother and daughter.
Oh, I couldn't even see it from
They
here.
were touring all the United States. So they asked, I got a call from a producer, and he asked me to host the show. And it's funny because Glikeria, if you know anything about Greeks, Glika means sweet.
Uh-huh.
Glikeria is her name, very famous. She's like the Celine Dion of Greece, you know. So George and I are sitting together. I get a phone call, and the guy's on speaker talking to me, and he's like, Greg, my friend, if you want, I could, I would like you to host this person, Glikeria. And I have no fucking idea. And George is like, do it. Because when I heard Glikeria, the first thing that came to mind, Glika means sweets.
Okay.
So I was thinking of a galactoburico, I was thinking tiramisu, you know what I'm saying? And he's like, did you hear what I said? I said, you are hosting Glikeria. And George's like, fucking do it already. Just fucking do it. I was like, okay, I would do it. So we ended up going all the way to Rhode Island, George and I. And it was fucking great. But she's one of the biggest singers in Greece's history, and I hosted for her.
Very nice.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. That was huge in Greece. Like when they were interviewing me on the news, and they found out that I hosted for her.
She's right up there with
That
Anna
gives you
Visi.
credit.
Yeah.
she's-
Anna Visi must be much older now.
So that one.
She's bigger than Anna Visi.
Yeah, that's,
Glikeria is
you know.
bigger. She's like
Yeah.
But and he explained it to me too. He's like the Celine Dion of Greece. The producer.
Well, I have a lot of Greek customers too. My family business is wedding gowns. So we have bridal shops. So when I get the Greek families in, and I'm far from know any Greek. I know like pleasantries, and I just say to the mother when they're like on the fence, like "Πολύ ωραία." Are you Greek? I'm like, no, but I love Greeks and I love Greek. Oh, next thing you know, they're like, we say yes.
We take two.
Yes, all right.
They'll try to chew you down.
Oh, they all
The
do.
price,
The
yeah.
Greeks, the Jews, the Italians. They all forget it. They all do.
Yeah.
And it's all in a different little way. But it's all the same shit.
Is that how you ended up at the weddings? Through your business in Greece or through friends? You said
No,
you were at 5 Greek
you know
weddings.
what? When my parents opened the business on Long Island, they started it in Massapequa, and they were from Brooklyn, and they had no clue about Long Island, and they were commuting, and they finally they rented a little place in this garden apartment in Massapequa, and the people next door were Greek. They had just kind of come here, and it was twins, adult male twins, okay? And my mother didn't know that they were twins. She thought there was just one. So she would see this guy leave for work.
Thought it was the same person
And
all
then
the time.
she'd see him later on with a
That's
different
cool.
outfit. He'd come from somewhere else. And she's like, this is so fucking weird. Like,
That's
this
funny.
guy, he's nonstop. I don't understand. Then she figured it out when she saw them together one day and was like, oh my God. So it was Pete and John. There's two of them. And they own, of course, diners.
Right.
And my mother became fast friends with Irene. They had kids the same age. So Mikey and I were like 7 or 8 months apart. And then Angela's a year behind me. And I just grew up with them.
That's
You know,
great.
we did holidays together. We did where you find the coin in the cake. And we did I dyed the red eggs, I did all the things with them. We did the Greek Easter. We
Coin
did,
in the cake?
yeah, and whoever gets
in
the
the
cake
cake
has
and
to
then-
bring it next year, and you get good luck for the year.
Luckily, you'll chew it in your mouth and you'll cough it out and you'll swallow it.
When they bake it, they put a coin in there.
Right, yeah, okay, but I just
Good luck
didn't,
when
yeah,
it finds
okay.
it, yeah.
Wow.
You know what happens when two Greeks get together, right?
What's that?
What happens when two Greeks get together? They open up a diner and then they lose their money to OTB.
Greeks in the 70s. 100%.
Yo, Greeks in the 70s, Tony. I don't know if you know. But
I actually do know that, yes.
Listen, they had the tight fucking polyester shirts with the fucking, their chest hair.
Yeah.
They all had the dirty, filthy, yellow fucking nail at the corner. They used to put it sniffing the cocaine with the bell-bottom pants,
Yep.
The bell-bottom pants. Could jump off a roof. They open up like a parachute. I had this one Greek guy, but he's hysterical. He's sitting down in a diner one day, and he's like, "Hello, you're so beautiful. Bring me my coffee, please." The waitress comes over. She's like, "How would you like your coffee?" He's like, "Put it in, make it sweet." but don't put sugar. Put your finger in there because you're sweet enough. And she's like looking at it like, oh, I fucking throw up. It's like a long fucking yellow fucking nail. Got the fucking the buttons look they're gonna blow up like missiles. They're fucking like,
Wasp the hair coming out of his.
All right. Well, it is just about time to go. And so before we go, I do this with a lot of guests, and I think I've done it with you before, but I'm going to do it again. I look on Facebook. I look at mutual friends. I'm going to throw a few names at you. Say whatever you want. You don't have to say anything at all. You could say good things, bad things, or you could say I don't even know who that is. So I'm just going to throw some names at you. Okay? First name I have for you is Allie Cam.
I have no idea who she
All right.
is.
Well, you'll meet her tomorrow. She's performing with us in the show tomorrow. Denise Montero.
That sounds familiar. Oh wait, she slaps me in the Connie show.
Yes, she does. I was hoping
She's
you'd
gonna
get
be
that
in
one.
them all?
Brazilian
No,
Jiu-Jitsu.
that's just a name.
Yeah, she slaps me in the Connie show.
She's hot, man.
Oh shit, she's married. You fucking twisted bastard.
She's hot.
It's a pretty girl.
Yeah, that's all I said. I didn't say anything like
Twisted bastard.
Twisted bastard.
Frank Callow.
Frank Callow,
Oh.
director.
That's right. You know what? We've talked about that. My apologies. It just hit me. Heather Apostolidis.
She sounds Greek.
Well,
No,
yes.
no, no.
Joe Corcoran.
Joe Corcoran was the producer of Tony and Tina's wedding.
That's him. Yep.
Yeah, I what's her name was a dear friend of mine. Well, we have a mutual friend also. What's her name, man?
Denise?
Susan Campanero played Tina, but we have the other one.
Emily.
No, she came to the
Oh,
show.
what's that? I can't think of her name. I know you're talking
Oh
about.
man, brunette. She's on Tony and Tina's
Yeah,
wedding
yeah.
right now.
Emily.
Brilliant. Not Emily, bro.
Say
No.
Emily
What's her name, man?
Is it another Denise?
No. She talks about you all the time. She says you and her are very good friends. What the hell's her name?
You know what I need? I need a handsome George to sit next to me when I can't remember something. I just go like this, and then they say what I fucking can't remember. That's what I need in my life.
I think she's gonna be mad at both of us. If she sees the show, she's gonna be tight. We had her on Views,
Starts with
Views,
an
and
S,
Reviews.
Susan or something? What's
Savannah.
Savannah, there you go.
Oh! Silvana.
Silvana.
Yes.
correct.
Out of New Jersey.
That's a pretty name.
You know,
Love her.
They put me on Tony and Tina's wedding because it's an improv show, and I
Right.
remember I had gone there and I got up and I did a little stand up.
Yep.
Savannah had done it with Joe Conqueror, the
Yep.
producer. Great.
Yeah, she's great. Karen Krentz,
Have no idea.
comedian out of the city.
Nope.
Oh,
Never heard
okay.
of her.
Saku Ali.
He hosted many of my shows. Saku Ali, I was, he's I talk
He's
about it. He's
great.
an African American cop.
He's a cop.
And I told
Yep.
him, I said,
Good
yeah,
dude.
I think I bought fucking like some crack off him in Queensbridge. I told him that.
He's awesome. All right, so it is time for us to go. The big show tomorrow night, a night with Gov's Comedy Club Podcast. Some of the hosts from your favorite shows here at Gov's Comedy Club Podcast will be performing. Laura Patton, Kathy Arnold, Steve Kaminsky, Rosie Fiumara, Lou Prats, Ali Cam, at McGumta, Mark Hirschman, Mike Hegan, special guest spot by Greg Kritikos. I'll be hosting, and a jolly old man in a white beard and a red suit will be stopping by. A little surprise for you.
Shout out.
Little surprise, yeah. So that's tomorrow night, December 6th at 7:30.
Shout out.
I
Oh,
want to give a shout out.
of course.
I want to give a shout out to the project that George and I are working on right now with a very well-known director. Give a shout out to a good friend of mine, Ante Novakovic. Ante, he was a project manager with Stanley Kubrick in Eyes Wide Shut.
Oh, wow.
And we are hiring him to be our director in our next movie right now that George and I are currently writing. When I went to Greece to meet that person, this is the movie that we're discussing.
Okay.
Ante's a brilliant director. And we're actually, George is 65 pages into the script now, right?
Getting there, yeah.
Yeah, so Ante, big shout out. Great guy. And he told me some stories about Stanley Kubrick, OCD, big time. Stanley Kubrick.
The amount of takes he would do.
Yeah, well,
sometimes.
he was there when Harvey Keitel lost the role to
Sidney Pollack.
Sidney Pollack in Eyes Wide Shut.
Oh, he lost the role to him?
Harvey Keitel played that
had
role
the
before, yeah.
Eyes Wide Shut.
Yeah,
Sidney
yeah.
Pollack had that role. Harvey Keitel had that role.
Had the role.
And Sidney Pollack lost it. So Ante, he used to work at my uncle's restaurant King Lobster as a busboy. Talk about fucking worlds colliding.
Yeah,
We're
right.
sitting there
Yeah, right.
talking one day, and he says to me, "Yeah, King Lobster, that's my uncle's restaurant." You know, he started talking, and then he went on because Sydney was a Bronx kid. Sydney, not Sydney.
Harvey.
Harvey Keitel was Brooklyn.
Brooklyn.
And
Ante was a Bronx kid.
Ante, and also the what's his name?
Stanley Kubrick was a
Stanley
Bronx
Kubrick
kid.
was from the Bronx also. Stanley
Oh,
Kubrick.
I didn't know
I'm glad George is here to translate.
I
I
need a fucking George.
I'm getting to that stage, man. I'm starting to fucking
seeing
forget.
the
I don't know what it is. But the story goes, and Ante, dear friend of mine, director, was telling me about how he had that explosiveness where Stanley Kubrick was like, you know, Harvey Keitel is doing scene after scene after scene after scene, you know, OCD. So he's telling him, he goes, Harvey, it was a great scene, but I need the glass here. And Harvey Keitel goes, here? He goes, yeah. Let's do it again. Do it again. Do it again. Harvey, I need it here. And he's like, no, here. Crazy OCD. And at one point, finally, after the 15th fucking take, and he put the glass down, he goes, here. And Harvey Keitel goes, oh, I got it. You want it here. And Sidney just looks at him, you know, I mean, and just turns around and says, let's take a break. Yeah. Let's take a break. Everybody was like this on set. This fucking, like, you know, this is huge. They're filming Eyes Wide Shut. It's fucking insane, you know? And then he calls Harvey Keitel is fucking like, PR person close to him, and he goes, let's pay Harvey and just tell him, thank you, it's not going to work out, you know? It's not going to work out, you know? And, you know, Stanley Kubrick, man, fucking crazy. And he and Ante, you know, he was on set working with fucking this guy. I mean, I wish I would have met Stanley Kubrick. I mean, Eyes Wide Shut, fucking...
Moon landing.
What?
Yeah, man. I actually asked him that question.
First
He
of all,
did?
The Shining.
Yeah.
The Shining. I mean, fucking unbelievable. But Ante, I'm going to send him the clip so he can watch it. You know what I'm saying? So that was a shout out I want to give out.
Very nice. All right, it is time for us to get out of here. Govs.com. Go check us out tomorrow night, please. We would love to see you. Next Saturday, Knock 'em Dead Comedy. We're doing a murder mystery at McGuire's. That's going to be a lot of fun. And performing this week on a governor's stage, whether we're talking about the club here in Levittown or the Brokerage in Belmore or McGuire's in Bohemia. Gaspar Randazzo, Anthony Rodia, One Funny Lisa Marie, Mark Paul, Joe DeVito. And I think it's Joe DeVito's birthday, I think. So go check all that out. Govs.com, knockemdeadcomedy.com. Do you want to give out socials or anything? Or
Well, you can find me at Greg Kritikos, GregKritikos on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. You know, and tonight I'll be in comedy in Harlem, and tomorrow I'll be on your show.
Right.
Excited to be here.
As will everybody else. Anything else we want to push for you guys? Or
No, I look forward to it.
Tomorrow. Buy tickets for tomorrow.
I made
Yes.
it.
Yeah, we're looking forward to it. It's going to be a fun night. So please join us. All right, we're out of here. Enjoy your weekend, and we'll see you on Monday. Thank you, guys. Good to see you, of course. You guys are the best. Thanks for coming down. Thank you, man. All right, we're out of here. See you guys later.
Thank you.
Yep.